We have news about new Dole Whip treat and Matterhorn Cup coming to Disneyland. Talking Doug debuts at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Dear Disney segment, headline news, and so much more on today's Disney Parks podcast.
Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast, your Disney infotainment podcast. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times, and get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
All right, kids, welcome to the news for May 27th, 2024. All right, let's start off with the giant elephant in the room.
And we mean giant.
Yeah. The 800 drone giant.
Yep.
This week was the opening of Disney Dreams That Soar. I was not able to make it because I was illish, but Mr. James was able to make it. So give us the skinny, Mr. James.
Was there?
Let's start from
on day one.
Yeah, let's start from how did you get in a queue to see it? What were the crowds like? Where's the best viewpoint? Did you have to wait 3 hours to get out because there were 10,000 people in Disney Springs?
I went 3 days in a row. We'll just start there.
All right.
It opened on Friday.
Uh-huh.
I got there at noon. Mind you, the show doesn't start till 9 p.m., but we'll leave it at that. My partner here was supposed to meet me there because we both figured it would be busy and crazy.
Yes.
I don't know what the garage looked like later at night, but I can tell you what it looked like at the end of the day. But anyways, we'll fast forward all the way to queue time, which was, I'd have to say it started to amp up around 5.
Oh, really?
Yes. And the queue is all the way down alongside the House of Blues at the far end.
Mm-hmm.
So almost the walkway going to that strawberry lot.
Yeah. So like between Cirque du Soleil and House of Blues.
Yeah.
Right in that area. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, over to the right a little bit, there's like this little walking path that's actually not going into the parking lot.
Right.
So they have you line up there, and this was day one, so it goes all the way down the line, all the way back up, and then it's going over to the garage almost, or the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
So it was crazy, but you lined up at 5. They let you into the viewing area at 7:45.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe 8. Depends on how they feel.
I heard it was 7:45.
It was 7:45. Sunday was 8.
Yeah.
But yeah, they let you in at 7:45, and then you sit there for another hour and 15 minutes to wait. Honestly, it wasn't bad. They, week 1, holiday weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no better way to test it and get all the knots unknotted.
Right.
It's the busiest holiday and a busy holiday season or weekend, but
yeah.
But it did all right. I mean, they were working on it.
Right.
But the best viewing spots alone are pretty much the waterfront viewing area right between the my email box doesn't like me today. The walkway right between Haleo and what would be Summer House that leads right to the lake, right in between.
Yeah,
you can't
a little
get in
area
that way, though.
juts out there.
Yes, that area on Friday was reserved for media only, and I guess what do they call it? Social media people too, influencers and media only.
Yeah.
Going back to Friday or Sunday, that is now the handicap viewing area. For people with wheelchair assistance, or for handicap. So that is open for them now. So it looks like Friday may have been the only day for media and social. So that's now handicapped. So they do let them in before everybody else. So a couple minutes before. So once I assume once they're situated, then they let the rest of the people in.
Right behind.
So you got that little stretch right there in between. So I would say anywhere from almost to the right to the end of Summer House, just before the grass, the food trucks, and then all the way to the porch of Haleo, and they got a little ramp that goes into their restaurant from the backside.
Yeah.
So that little distance is probably your premium viewing area for the show.
Right.
Other than that, the show's good. It's only about 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I know this is a trial run for Dronos. So, honestly, the drones are great. You cannot hear them. And obviously, there's enough music if you could. But even when the music isn't playing, looks like they send like 3 drones out to do like a map test or something. Not really sure what that's for, but they send 3 out and there's not a lot of music playing and you can't hear anything.
Yeah.
So they are
you don't hear
quiet. No, and you don't hear it when 800 of them are in the air either.
Yeah. Isn't that great?
So that is your best viewing area, or the entire length of that lakefront is the best area. The viewing area does go from the pontoon boat dock at House of Blues and goes all the way to the end of Starbucks.
Right.
So that whole lakefront, the grass area right to the left of House of Blues is basically a free for all. There's no line. You don't have to wait for it. So if you're not too worried about it, you can come in at 8:45, stand in the grass, and still have a good view.
Yeah.
And the sound and music is still there. They put speakers up over there too. So you're not going to not hear the show.
Right.
So if you're not worried about it, that's the great part there. It's nice.
And you were saying that if you go further down, like towards the balloon,
if you go
or
anything
boathouse.
past the balloon, anything past the balloon, if you're thinking you could go to the boathouse and go out on the dock bar and see it, the answer is yes, you can. Also, no, they're not going to let you on the dock only because it has a weight limit.
Yeah.
You can't put 10,000 people on the dock.
Right.
But also the answer no is not because they won't let you, it's because you won't see it.
Yeah.
You will see a side view of the show.
Yeah.
You can maybe make out what some of them are, but it only looks as 3D as it can from a full front view.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you won't get the full effect. You can make it out, or if you've seen it once, then you're like, okay, this is that.
What about if you were on the Saratoga side, down by the strawberry lot, in that grassy knoll that is out there?
So on the Saratoga side, I don't know, but I did see or have seen people sitting, or it looks like they're standing at the Saratoga side, right there where it says Saratoga Springs, that you can actually read it from the lake. I've seen people standing there, a good amount of people. I just don't know what they're seeing.
Yeah.
So
we should go try that
it's a thing I want to check out for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll have to divulge that. So Friday was good. Saturday we actually took the opportunity to not go downstairs, but we went to the 5th floor of the Orange Garage.
Oh, okay.
To see how that worked out. Honestly, that was good. The only thing is if you've never seen the show, there's no music up there, which is to be understood. It's a garage.
Right.
So if you want to go up there, you were more than welcome to. There was plenty of people up there that already had that idea. So
we went up there to scope it out. I was like, oh, this might be a great viewing point.
I'm not saying that there's a million people up there, but there was enough people that had the same idea. So you do. It is the further you're able to stand back, the better, because they do have the like the
railing.
gates, the
Yeah.
railing, and then you can't jump over
Yeah,
and injure yourself
yeah.
on the ground
Might
below.
sit on the hood of your car or something to get a little.
There were
better.
people that backed
Yeah.
their trucks into the
Yeah.
spot so they can sit
Yeah.
on the roof of their cars and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're not opposed to sitting on the roof of your car and not getting a dent in it,
Yeah.
that is an option. So
Yeah.
there are that. I mean, other than knowing what it looks like from Saratoga, everything else was good. Day 3, I went on Sunday.
Mhm.
We went and it got canceled.
Oh, wow. Did they run
Don't
out of
know.
batteries?
Don't know why. They sent the 3 drones up in the air like I said they did on Friday.
Yeah.
Then they went back.
Uh-huh.
Then they sent them out again.
Uh-huh.
And then they said the 9 o'clock show is canceled.
Wow.
They still said cast members were still saying as of then the 10:45. So it's 9 o'clock and 10:45.
Right.
The 10:45 show was still on. We're not too sure. I'm not too sure if they will let you stand there till 10:45 or you have to re-queue.
Oh.
So I am not sure about that.
Yeah.
I would hope since it got canceled, whoever wanted to stay there was allowed to. And since that was a technical error and not you got to see the show once, time to go kind of error.
Right.
But other than that, the show's great. Let's see, they got every character you can think of and everything you can think of. I think they did a great job of covering a lot of it.
Yeah, I'll run down the list. So you got Big Ben, Peter Pan, Tinkerbell. You got Dumbo, The House from Up. You got Pepe and Dante from Coco, Eve and Wally, The Death Star, which I thought it was fantastic. Baymax. You got Guardians of the Galaxy, and they did like this I've never seen before, but a dance party, and it was super cool. Super cool.
Yeah, that actually looks better on a camera or a little further away. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
but it is awesome. It's cool.
Yeah.
It is really cool.
Yeah, you got Buzz Lightyear, Mary Poppins. Listen, anything that could fly was in this. That's the whole purpose, right?
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas, Pete's Dragon. You have the Magic Carpet and the Genie. You have Raya and the Last Dragon, Ray from Princess Frog, Moon Girl, Flora, Fauna, Merryweather, Figment, Mandalorian and Guru, Orange Bird, Pegasus, Dot from Bug's Life, Iron Man, and the Star from the movie Wish. So that's a lot in 10 minutes, So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. It was really good. The only other thing is if you're gonna think you're leaving the garage early, go find something to do.
So, all right. So if you wanted to leave like after the 9 o'clock show, was it still mass chaos to try and get out of the garage, or you don't know because you stayed?
I stayed and I was super hungry, so we went to Boathouse and then we sat there until actually after, or just I think really right when the 10:45 show was either like really done, or we went before. I think we waited until that was even gone. So the garage was cleared out by then. Sunday, not so much. We waited a little bit, had a drink at Splitsville, waited for the crowd, and still went to the car, and it still took 50 minutes before we could even get moving in the garage to get out of it. So what usually takes me 35 to get home took me an hour and 45 minutes to get home altogether. So
good old.
You don't need to leave if you don't need to leave. So just if you go to the 9 o'clock, go get something to snack on. Sit down and just wait because it's easier. It's a lot easier. It won't stress you out. Put it that way.
Right. The other thing we should let you know about is all boat traffic stops at 8 p.m. That's Old Key, Port Orleans, Saratoga, Treehouse. There is no boat service from any of those resorts to Disney Springs. You have to then take a bus.
And the lake is still not right, so the boats aren't running anyways.
Yeah.
It's too low.
Yeah. And even boats.
The boats and
stop.
the hot air balloon has to be
Yeah.
pulled down too,
Yeah.
or the balloon. So
Yeah.
actually, nothing in the water is running.
See, now if they were smart, they would sell special tickets for the hot air balloon. And that would be a very interesting vantage point, if they
Maybe
were smart.
one day.
But they're
Maybe
not.
one day when
Yeah.
when they
So
know
you-
it works.
So now you said that Holeo and Summer House are having some kind of dinner special thing or something?
As far as I know, Summer House is not.
Oh,
So
okay.
I haven't not heard
Haleo.
about Summer House. I know Haleo.
Mhm.
I don't think it's a special reservation,
Mhm.
but I've been heard or seen that they have a special menu.
Okay.
So there is a menu they have tailored and created.
Mhm.
I don't know if the menu is specialty too,
Mhm.
like not non menu items or just
Mhm.
menu items that they made for this
Mhm.
for the show.
Yeah.
You don't have, as far as I know, you don't have to take the menu. You can
Mhm.
order just whatever you want,
Mhm.
or you can do the menu, which is, from what I think I heard, was $79,
Mhm.
and I think
Per
there
person?
was 12. Yeah, per person is 12 or 16 items
Mhm. Mhm.
on
And
that
does this
on that
guarantee
list.
you some kind of viewing area? To...
If you can put on the back outside patio.
Oh, okay.
And then they have a little ramp that actually goes to the lake,
Right.
but they have a stanchion,
Mhm.
so people back there don't get into their restaurant. But
Yeah.
they put little standee tables, so when the
Yeah.
show starts, if you want to get off your table and go
Mhm.
stand in that little area,
Yeah.
you can.
Oh, cool. There you go. Might be worth it. Yeah.
I would like to try that point of view one day because standing's fun for only so long.
Yeah, I can
I'm
imagine.
just saying.
I can imagine.
I was on my feet for 12 hours on Friday. Let me tell you how I felt the next day.
Yeah, I know.
If you want to know how that feels, please take our tips on how to not fall apart at Disneyland
Yeah.
on our Patreon today.
Shows. Exactly. Don't stand for 12 hours. That'd be a good start.
Go to the movies at least once.
Right. All right. Well, let's kick off the news, Mr. James.
Let's do it. New Dole Whip treat at Matterhorn Cup coming to Disneyland. If you are a Dole Whip lover, and who isn't, unless you don't like pineapple, but I do, so I am a Dole Whip lover. You'll want to pay close attention to this announcement. A new Dole Whip treat and cup is coming to Trader Sam's Enchanted Tiki Bar at the Disneyland Hotel. Even though I am not traditionally a fan, well, which I am, it's fine, of new Dole Whip favors, you might recall it's one of the most recent unpopular opinion confessions. This new treat has struck my interest. I will see. Starting June 1st, Trader Sam's will be serving up the coconut pineapple Dole Whip, topped with coconut shavings, mixed with silver and blue edible glitter, making it more exciting. It will be served in a special collector's Matterhorn cup that celebrates the 65th anniversary of the famous Disneyland park attraction. I don't live in California, so I guess I'm not getting it.
Wow.
And
Wow.
I'm also not a fan of coconut. So I guess I'll be
pineapple.
passing.
That sounds good. Yeah. We were at Costco and we got the Dole Whip cups that they're selling at Costco.
They come in a 4-pack?
It's an 8-pack. So
there's
And
4
they're
more
tiny.
than the ones that the 4 more than there's one at the grocery store because
Oh, yeah?
I have them at home.
Yeah, they're tiny.
They're really tasty.
They are tasty but tiny.
Yes.
You need
to
like
eat
2 of them.
Yeah.
And a Mickey bar.
Which they're even tiny too.
Exactly. They are smaller than the other ones. This very sad news. The Disney legend Richard Sherman passed away recently at the age of 95. He was just a few days short of his 96th birthday. Disney legend Richard Sherman, half of the Academy Award-winning songwriting team Sherman Brothers, with his late brother Robert, who is also a Disney legend, passed away Saturday, May 25th at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Beverly Hills due to age-related illness. He was 95 years old. That's probably an age-related illness. One of the most prolific composer lyricists in the history of family entertainment and a key member of the Walt Disney's inner circle of creative talents. Richard garnered 9 Academy Award nominations, winning 2 Oscars for his work of the 1964 classic Mary Poppins, and won 3 Grammy Awards and received 24 gold and platinum albums over the course of his 65-year career. His career ran the gamut from the days of early rocking out with such hits as You're 16 and television to Broadway and Hollywood. Generations of moviegoers and theme park guests have been introduced to the world of Disney through the Sherman Brothers' magnificent, timeless songs. Even today, the duo's work remains the quintessential, lyrical voice of Walt Disney. The Sherman Brothers were perhaps best known for their work on Mary Poppins, which won 2 Oscars for Best Score, substantially original, and the Best Original Song for Chim Chim Cheree. Another cherished song from the film Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious became a pop hit, entering the Billboard Hot 100 in 1965. While the lullaby, Feed the Birds, became one of Walt Disney's favorite songs ever. And I had a chance to listen to him several times at different events, talk about different things he did, and tell stories of Walt. But, the one story that I always remember was that at the end of the day, Walt would go into their office where they had a piano, and he'd say, "Go ahead, boys." And, they would play the song, Feed the Birds, and they would all sit there and sing the song. The other story I remember him saying is one day he had gone into his office. They played the songs, and he said, "Thank you." And, he said, "You guys did a great job," and left the office. And Walt had never said, "You've done a great job. That was great," whatever. So that was the last time the Sherman Brothers saw him. He then passed away soon after that. So, if you ever had a chance to meet him, you met him, because the guy was very generous with his time with Disney fans. I was always at events, always signed things, always told great stories. But it's very sad to see him go.
He had all the stories to tell, too.
Yeah, I even had a chance. I was at an event with his son, Greg, where they were doing the Greg and Robert's son, where they were doing the Boys, the documentary of the Sherman Brothers. And if you haven't seen that, go watch that on Disney Plus. The Boys. It's the 2 sons telling the story of their fathers, and it's a fantastic documentary. So I would definitely tell you to go see that.
Yeah. He will definitely be missed.
Yeah. And listen, go Google them, because if you think they wrote a song, whether it's Carousel of Progress or whatever it is, they probably wrote it. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Their list of songs just go on and on and on. So, very good.
Yeah. Endless.
Yeah, and will be sorely missed.
Yes.
Yep. All right. On to other happiness.
On to other happiness. Where do we go from here? The next one, please.
Right.
Disney file.
A Sherman song.
There you go. Disney files new permit for Carousel of Progress in the Magic Kingdom. Hopefully it's not just paint.
Mm-hmm.
Disney keeps the magic fresh at its parks with new restaurants, thrilling rides, and beloved classics given a modern twist. Recently, a permit was filed for the iconic Carousel of Progress at the Magic Kingdom. While the permit only mentions general construction, leaving Disney's plans for the Carousel of Progress a mystery, the one thing for sure is this attraction has a rich history. Debuting at the 1964 World's Fair, it then moved to Disneyland before settling in at Disney World. The classic may be getting a refresh to keep the magic spinning for the future generations. While major changes seem unlikely, the Carousel of Progress could be getting some well-deserved love. This beloved attraction might be in for a refurbishment, sprucing things up to keep the magic going. The good news, the permit doesn't mention any closures, so you can likely still experience this classic on your next Disney visit. And as always, us here will definitely keep you posted for further updates.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it needs to go down just for a good overhaul maintenance, because there's a lot of times that certain pieces are not working the way they should be,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So,
And we mean
uh,
that in the nicest way.
yeah, I mean, I've seen Father slumped over several times,
I've seen videos of the dog not
Yeah,
working very
yeah,
well either.
yeah. So, it'd be nice if some things got fixed over there.
Maybe some new seats.
Yeah. Hey, over at Epcot, the DVC Lounge is closing for 6 weeks in June. That's great. So if you're coming for the summer, you won't have a cool place to hang out anymore because they're closing it. The Vacation Club member only lounge will move to a temporary location. That's good news. While work is performed on the Imagination Pavilion. There's a lot of walls going up over there. The DVC member lounge on the second floor of the Imagination Pavilion will be closed from June 2nd to July 14th. This is the first extended closure for the space since it debuted in 2016. During the closure, a temporary lounge will operate out of the Odyssey Events Pavilion located at World Celebration. It is not immediately clear what sort of work will be performed during the closure. For many years, rumors have swirled around a possible update to the attraction. We don't know. You're not going to do it in 6 weeks. Minor updates have been applied to the lounge in recent years, such as painting and new seating. Maybe they're going to rip out the carpet finally, because it looks like it's from 1970. The lounge operates daily with limited access to DVC members who qualify for their extra benefits. The unique space provides visitors with an elevated look at Epcot including Spaceship Earth, comfortable seating, charging stations, along with complimentary drinks and snacks. You've been up there?
I've been up there a couple times.
Yeah,
It's
a good place to hang out.
They could knock down the wall and open up the rest of it. It is a lot bigger than it looks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
that's probably
I don't see that. I don't see that happening.
No, it's probably storage for the old Figment attractions.
Yeah, could very well be. And also, we don't know. I know the rumors have been swirling. We don't know if they're going to revert it back to the old Figment.
Yeah.
But there are walls going up because we have to move the walls we're taking down.
Yeah.
They can't go in storage, folks. They got to go somewhere else.
Exactly.
Up next, Polynesian's Island Tower reportedly will feature 268 villas. Nice round number.
Mm-hmm.
Disney is expanding its Polynesian villas and bungalows with the addition of Island Tower, a 10-story building that will contribute 268 rooms to the Disney Vacation Club, or DVC. These rooms will include duo studio, deluxe studio, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and as well as 2-bedroom penthouse villas. Okay, that's a new one. Accommodating up the penthouse villa will also accommodate up to 9 guests. The Island Tower will be integrated into the existing DVC association, granting all owners 11-month booking access to both the original development and the new tower. Initial confirmation of the Island Tower's inclusion in the association was followed by some uncertainty, but recent public statements reaffirm the plan. Cash reservations for the Island Tower open on June 4th, 2024, with an expected opening of December of 2024.
Oh, just in time for Christmas. Merry Christmas to you.
They need to get moving because I don't see December.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think. Bay Lake Tower, I've been in there, Greenville, several times, and there was 2, 4, 6 in beds, and then the couch open, which would have been 8. So somewhere they're getting an extra guest squeezed in there. Could be
Trundle.
maybe a
It's probably a trundle.
trundle or one of those bed chairs.
Oh yeah.
Or the chairs may open up to a bed. So.
But so the 2-bedroom penthouse is still Grand Villa. Is that they're just changing the name now?
I think so.
Okay, because you had the one I was there. It's a 2-story.
Yeah. Unless they've created a whole new category, and then we're all screwed.
Yeah, which I'll be intrigued to see when we actually get publication and pictures of this.
And point charts.
No, it's right here. You already labeled it. 268. It's right there.
No, points.
That's where it's starting. That's where it's starting at. 268 a point. I'm just kidding with you, Tony.
I was like, what? That'd be a freebie.
It's going to be in that number, I bet.
Yeah, a night.
A night. Yes, exactly.
All right, let's talk about Dear
bungalows.
Disney. Yeah, exactly. Dear Disney, why on this perfectly God's green earth would you give pass holders a preview via just go make park reservations and then come? And then you have to make the virtual. Listen, that means that everybody booked every day, which means there are probably thousands of pass holders that don't have a preview because the greedy hogs of the pass holder world have sucked up all of the good reservations. That was the stupidest thing ever. There should have been a sign up where you got a date and you got a time like it's always been. Do not trust the pass holder community. They are greedy little piglets.
They will book every day in a row.
Yes.
Even though they can go on it once, but they will book every day in a row.
It should have locked you out as soon as you made one for one day. It should have locked you out of the other 3 days. That would have been the right thing to do. But no. So within seconds,
all the way down there to scan your ticket, and then they're going to turn you around.
Yeah, within seconds, Magic Kingdom was gone, and then all the other parks started going right after it because everybody's like, "Well, I'll just tap into that park and then park hop." Well, you know what's going to happen, kids? Magic Kingdom's going to get to capacity, and you ain't going anyway. Because I have a feeling that's what's going to happen. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And if you're all smart, you would all write your letters to Disney and complain about the way it was handled because it was stupid. It was not correct. So that's my Dear Disney letter. Dear Disney, please don't trust us.
Use a computer system. That's why you have it.
Yeah. One per person. Learn that lesson for once. I don't know when.
Oh, they haven't learned it from the popcorn buckets yet. So apparently they're still in. It's still in development.
Yeah. It's only 50 years. It's okay. You'll learn maybe one day. All right, moving on. There is a talking Doug, which debuted at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So Doug from the movie Up is feeling a bit more talkative. With the aid of a translation collar, talking Doug can speak with guests as he roams around Discovery Island. There's no set times to meet Doug. He is no longer meeting at the Wilderness Explorers Clubhouse, but Russell is still there. So if you were visiting the Animal Kingdom, make sure you go try to find Doug roaming around Discovery Island and chat him up because he is talking. I think that's cool. I think it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I've seen some video. It looks really good.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Hi, I am Doug.
I'm Doug.
I just met you. I love you. Perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah. And you got Doug roaming, you got Kevin roaming.
Yeah.
And you got Russell, so you've almost got everybody.
Yeah, you just need Carl out there.
So you're missing Carl, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I like new things. New things are always good.
Yeah, especially talking characters. That's the best.
Yes. Up next, we have a rumor. Not official. We don't spread rumors, but we're giving you one. All Magic Band 1.0 devices to be deactivated soon.
Ooh.
Hooray! I get to it gets to automatically get rid of the 39 of them I have on my account. Because I don't know if you all know, but when you first used to go to a hotel, you got a Magic Band.
For free.
Yep. They are hanging over there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. Walt Disney is rumored to be deactivating all Magic Band 1.0 devices starting this month. Magic Band was introduced in 2013, aimed to enhance park experiences, but was replaced by Magic Band 2.0 in 2016, and later by Magic Band Plus in 2021. Guests can reactivate their Magic Band 1.0 device through the Walt Disney World website. While the reason for the change remains unconfirmed, it's speculated to streamline back-end systems. This change will not impact Magic Band 2.0 devices or Magic Band Plus. Hopefully the coding's correct. Mm-hmm. However, until officially confirmed by Disney, this information remains speculative or a rumor.
Yeah. Listen, if I was Disney, I would just wipe them all out. Just deactivate them permanently. Just take them off the system. There's no reason to be running around with a 1.0 anymore, especially if you're trying to sell the Magic Band Plus.
And as many people that buy these Magic Bands, and they all have different all styles, all different skins on them, and everybody wants a Star Wars one or a Magic Kingdom one or this, that. 1.0 is long done. They didn't do all that. You had what? 5 colors back then, I think, or 6.
Yeah.
Orange, green, purple, blue, red. I think there's maybe one more. Gray.
And they told us the battery would only last for a year. It's 2013. This is 10 years later.
Still ticking. Yeah.
But what's it got, a nuclear reactor in there battering this thing up?
I don't know. It never yells at me to charge it. I'll tell you that.
No. Well, they weren't chargeable. They were. The battery went dead. You got a new one.
Yeah.
The new 1.0 was not rechargeable. It was dead and done. So it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. Just get rid of them. Just get rid of them. That's what I would do.
Go in your Disney app, everybody, and deactivate them.
You can do that too. I have. I deactivated all mine. I declared them lost, and then I threw them in the garbage. Because I declared it lost so that Disney wouldn't reactivate it if somebody found it. So it was declared lost. It's it's dead to me. So I don't want somebody walking around the park. It's Tony Casanova. I mean, if you want to try, you can try, but it ain't gonna get you anything.
No. Not unless you know that PIN number. Good luck.
Exactly. Which is 000. Anyway, notice.
It's a 4-digit password. Nice try.
Yeah. Notice of commencement was filed for the Tropical Americas expansion at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So Walt Disney Imagineering is progressing with the Tropical Americas expansion. I guess now that Joe is back, maybe he's approved the plans. As indicated by the filing of notice of commencement. Listen, this is only step 1 of many steps before ground is broken. So let's not get hysterical quite yet.
Well, I think the ground's already broken.
Yeah. The recent documents pertain to the installation of trailers for Imagineering project compound at the park, a common feature in large construction endeavors. While the specifications are not disclosed, is likely related to the anticipated blue sky, we're using air quotes there, of Indiana Jones and Encanto redevelopment of Dinoland. This aligns with Disney's plans to invest significantly in the parks and experiences, with the destruction of Dinoland to incorporate experiences that are going to be Encanto and in Indiana Jones. The new land themed to the tropical Americas will replace the Dinoland. Listen, we can hope it's a Zootopia, but we might get a Zootopia show at It's a Bug's Life instead. So there's that hoping. And listen, nothing is solid until August when they make the announcement at the expo.
And as long as they don't put the word blue sky behind it.
Yes. You don't want to hear the words blue or sky at D23 Expo.
And definitely not in the same sentence.
Or in the same paragraph.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for some headline news? And now, the headline news. All right, the Phantasmic at Disneyland will return on May 24th. So if you haven't seen it, please go back and see it. The Creators Club at Pixar Place is opening May 24th. Seems like they're opening this in pieces, not like we did all the construction. It's done. Go have at it. And the Creators Club is the concierge level of the Pixar Place Hotel, if you're not sure. You can watch a sneak peek of Inside Out 2 in Disney World at Walt Disney Presents over at the studios. We spoke about those iconic Airbnb that they're doing. Well, now they have one for Edna Mode's house. It's a design lab from The Incredibles. So if you'd like to stay at Edna Mode's lab, you can do so. Go to Airbnb. Check it out. Tiana Bayou will officially, I should say, Tiana's Bayou Adventure will officially open June 28th at Walt Disney World Resort. And like I said, pass holders can go. Maybe you can. I don't know. It's very unlikely.
I wonder if June 28th is still available.
For D23 members in California, or D23 members going to California, you can get some free bowling with the purchase of $25 or more at Splitsville in downtown Disney. So if you go to downtown Disney, you do some bowling, and you spend $25 in food and drink, you tell them that you're a D23 member, and they will give you free bowling. They'll take the bowling off your bill.
Nice.
I would probably get confirmation on how long is free, because remember, they're bowling by the hour. Is it just 1 hour? Is it 2 hours? So
it's one shot.
Yeah,
before
before I go hog wild and spend 3 hours bowling and find out it's not free, it was only for the first hour, I would get confirmation on the how long part. They didn't say in the notes, so I don't know. Disneyland also introduced a new droid called Bard. This will be for the Fire of the Rising Moon's fireworks show coming to the special Star Wars nights. So if you're going to that, make sure that you take a look out for Bard, the new droid.
Nice.
Pluto Meet and Greet returns to Dinoland. Great. We're going to tear it down and we're going to put Pluto in front of it. Sit, Pluto. Watch this. Don't move.
Oh.
So we tear this apart. Sit.
For like 2 years.
Exactly. And then in the new Epcot World Celebration Flex Space, they're adding some shade, which will be nice. They can put one of those little fabric tarpy things.
Great idea. It's genius.
Yeah, because a lot of that area has no real shade. So
yeah, why wouldn't I thought of that?
I mean, they put all these great tables with charging stations and all this great stuff, but if you can't sit in the shade, what's the point?
Yeah.
You want my device to melt? Anyway, that's a good Dear Disney segment. Do you want us to melt?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. James, do you have anything else interesting?
Other than we've covered it enough. I'll say it again. If you do want to see Disney Dreams That Soar, plan ahead. Yeah. Make sure you get there ahead. Don't try to get there 15 minutes before, half hour before, thinking you're gonna A, hopefully get parking, and B, get down there in time.
Yeah. And it's every night, twice a night, 9
till
40.
Yeah.
No, 9 o'clock and
9 o'clock and 10:45.
9 o'clock
until
10:45.
September 2nd.
Till September 2nd. So every night, twice a night till September 2nd. Plenty of time for everybody to see it.
Yeah.
You can see it multiple times. Take plenty of video.
Obviously, weather permitted, so be forewarned.
Obviously, weather permitted, but it's the summertime, so it doesn't really rain. So you're lucky.
You should be good. Yeah.
Was it everything you expected it to be, and then some? Was it worth the wait?
I think it's worth the wait. Yes. I don't know. I now knowing what I know, I'm more prepared. So You don't have to get there and go and stand around all day.
Yeah.
Make an entire 12-hour day at Disney Springs if you don't want to, but definitely if you know you're going to go, plan ahead, get there at a decent time, make sure you're in the line. If you want to stand at the railing, make sure you're there at a decent time to stand in line.
Yeah. By the way, Universal will have a drone show by the same company, but they will only have 600 drones where Disney had 800 drones. So I am anticipating a drone war between the 3 theme parks in Orlando on who could put on the biggest drone show. That is going to happen in the very near future. A drone war.
I see your 800 and I raise you 1,200. And
Yeah,
I see your 1,200.
that's what's going to happen.
2,000.
That's what's going to happen. Because, listen, Disney fired the first shot with the 800 show. I think Universal had their show planned, but hasn't pulled the trigger on it yet, which I find weird for them because they're always trying to one-up.
Mm-hmm.
But their drone show, they say, is coming, and it's only 600 drones. So Disney said, we see your 600, we'll do you 200 better.
I don't know if it's coming to a current park or a not done park.
No, to a current park. To a current park.
Oh, to a current park?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. I think it was slated for the summer, so I don't know. Maybe soon they'll announce it. Maybe
you got time. Summer's only just begun, so
yeah. So, all right, we'll save that for the Universal podcast.
Yes, the other one we do not
yet.
Yeah.
All right, kids. Thank you. Listen, if you love this show, we have 2 other shows on our Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast, where you can find our Disney Plus show and our Extra Magic Hour show. And as we like to say around here, if we don't see you online, we'll see you in the Disney Parks.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.